Have you ever wondered why some fathers seem determined to negatively impact their sons' lives? This question might seem unthinkable to many of us, but it's a harsh reality for others. As we delve into this subject, we'll uncover the dark motivations of narcissistic fathers, fathers who, driven by their own insecurities and distorted self-perception, tragically seek to undermine their sons. In this complex and destructive dynamic, a pattern of behavior emerges, a pattern marked by manipulation, emotional sabotage, and a relentless pursuit of control. These fathers aren't just failing to support their sons' growth and development. Instead, they're actively working to hinder it, to erode their sons' self-worth and confidence. But why? What drives this behavior? The answer lies in the heart of narcissism, a disorder characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance and a profound lack of empathy for others. This destructive dynamic is not random chaos. It is a calculated move driven by deep-seated narcissism. You may ask, how does a narcissistic father sabotage his son's life? Well, the methods can be as diverse as they are destructive. Imagine a father belittling his son's achievements, persistently comparing him unfavorably to others, or subtly influencing him to doubt his own abilities. This is not about tough love or high expectations. It's about power and control, about making the son feel lesser, not stronger. One common trick is to undermine the son's confidence, planting seeds of self-doubt that can grow into towering trees of insecurity. Another tactic is to manipulate the son's emotions, playing with his feelings like a puppet master pulling strings. A narcissistic father might also exploit his son's vulnerabilities, using their intimate relationship as a weapon rather than a source of support. These are just a few examples, but the patterns are clear. Recognizing these tactics forms the first step towards protecting oneself from this emotional sabotage. So, what does this emotional onslaught do to the son? Imagine a mirror, constantly reflecting a distorted image. That's what it's like for sons of narcissistic fathers. These sons are often left grappling with a warped sense of self, painted by a parent who's supposed to love and support them unconditionally. They may bear deep-seated feelings of inadequacy, as if they will never measure up, no matter how hard they try. This persistent emotional turmoil can create psychological scars that extend far beyond childhood. It can manifest as anxiety, depression, or even self-destructive behaviors, as these sons struggle to reconcile their perception of self with the image projected onto them by their narcissistic fathers. The fallout can also seep into their future relationships. They may find it challenging to trust, to connect authentically, or even to recognize their worth. It's a sad reality that many sons of narcissistic fathers grapple with. These emotional wounds, if left untreated, can impact the son's self-worth and future relationships. It's crucial to identify a narcissistic father early on. But what are the signs? The hallmark of a narcissistic father is an unrelenting need to be the center of attention, often at the expense of his son's self-esteem. He may exhibit excessive control, using manipulation to undermine his son's confidence and independence. Look out for patterns of belittlement and criticism, especially targeting areas where the son excels. This is a tactic to maintain superiority and control. Another red flag is a lack of empathy, as narcissistic fathers struggle to recognize and validate their son's feelings. They may dismiss their son's achievements, focusing instead on their own accomplishments. Also, watch for gaslighting, a psychological ploy to make the son question his own reality. This could manifest as the father denying past events or blaming the son for issues he himself has caused. Knowing these signs can help sons and those around them take preventative action. For women involved with narcissistic men, it's essential to understand how to protect their sons. In this abyss, awareness is your guiding light. It's crucial to understand that the narcissist's behavior is about them, not about you or your child. The narcissist's actions are driven by their own insecurities and self-centeredness. Therefore, don't take their destructive actions personally. It's their way of coping with their own inner turmoil. Supporting your sons involves acknowledging the situation and validating their feelings. Let your child know that it's okay to feel upset, confused, or angry about their father's actions. Remind them that they are loved, valued, and that their worth is not defined by their father's opinion or behavior. Maintaining personal well-being is equally important. Seek professional help if needed, make time for self-care, and surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Armed with knowledge and awareness, it is possible to navigate through this abyss and provide a safe haven for the child involved.